is our intro. This is a teamwork
It's just
podcast.
going in straight into a thing.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
what we're
just
doing?
it's a teamwork thing. Hi, my name is T Love, here for the Baka No Podcast with my co-host Rob. Just
Hello, everybody. Welcome
just
to this podcast. Hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday morning, um, day whatever. On
So I gotta ask you this question because you look like you're struggling to make words come out and you don't know what you're doing. Maybe we need to
I
get you
don't.
a script. Maybe we're gonna work on a script for finally because
I
we've been doing this
mean,
for 3 weeks now, three
I
attempts
mean,
now. We need to probably work on a
I
script.
I was fine until you just start jumping on me and stuff like that. I mean, I was just saying hello to everybody on this fine Sunday morning. On day whatever it is for this coronavirus thing that everybody's got to stay home and
Oh,
stuff for.
dude. So let me ask you this
So
question: how have you been doing? Because you are one
I
of
have to
the
go out there.
unlucky
Yeah,
few that have to go out there and deal with
yeah.
this shit. So
I'm
tell
a
me.
necessary. I'm a necessary employee to make other people function at a hospital. So yeah, that is my title currently.
So how bad has it been? Like because
It,
I
it,
haven't.
it it's crazy out there. People like to. I think we're overreacting, in my opinion, on a lot of stuff that we're still trying to get information, and there's a lot of people trying to mask information, make up information, and stuff like that. Um, so I understand where the hysteria is coming from because not, I mean, not all outlets are bad, but some of these guys are just giving some bad information and just making people panic.
Yeah. Like,
And
so for the first thing, so I gotta say this. Did you know that the whole scarce of the whole toilet paper thing was a meme that started on fucking on Reddit?
no, I didn't. I was wondering where the fuck this toilet paper crap was coming from.
So
I'm like,
apparently,
why is everybody just buying up toilet paper and not worrying about other stuff like the other essentials?
so
Like
apparently
food,
someone,
maybe, water.
yeah.
Now everybody is. Now everybody is.
But what my thing is, okay. So firstly, let me give you a little reference on the whole toilet paper thing. So the whole toilet paper
Okay.
thing started with, uh, someone on Reddit said, "Oh crap, China is our main provider for toilet paper, and if they're shutting down, that means we're gonna be on low supply or no supply of toilet paper." And that's the
Yeah.
reason why people went out and started buying all the toilet paper in
Oh my god.
Japan. It is not just us. It's not just a Japan did it. Apparently a YouTuber did a YouTube video like 3 or 4 years ago that bought a bunch of toilet paper and they were doing a little skit, and someone
Hmm.
took that picture and said, "This is the reason why Japan doesn't have any toilet paper because this dude bought it all yesterday." And it was from a video 3 years ago. So there's a ton of misinformation that's out there,
I agree. And
but
that's what I was
it's
saying. It's just so much misinformation out there, and then people going taking just taking this weird people's advice and these dumb challenges before we went crazy with stuff. I mean, really, there's a toilet. There was a chick that did a coronavirus challenge, just licking the toilet seat for no real reason, none
see,
whatsoever.
so this might be very morbid, but I think this coronavirus is going to clear out the stupidity. I want to leave it at that. I want to move on, but I think this was a necessary thing that needed to happen because there's a bunch of stupid people. Dude, Florida is still having spring break, and a bunch of
I don't even know my words. I don't even know words right now. I really
so
don't.
for me, I'm on lockdown. So I went
Yeah.
and to the store the
Hmm.
first night when I text all my friends, including you, about toilet
Hmm.
paper. I went there
Hmm.
and it was scarce. Like the whole rack of water, toilet
Yep.
paper was gone.
Yeah.
I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and get a few things of food because I'm like, I don't know when the genius light bulb might go off and people might, oh damn, I got all this toilet paper, but I have no
But I
food.
don't know food. Yeah. I'm like, food, people food. If,
So
if
I,
we're gonna go in a mass exodus of closing down stuff, what about food, guys?
but they're
Like,
not gonna. So I got a
you
little bit
can't
of
eat
food,
paper.
right? So I got a little bit of food, and then
Yeah.
when I went back out the next time, all the dry food were gone. Rice was gone,
Okay.
everything
Yeah.
was gone. So I was like, okay, well, luckily we got enough. We got a
Hmm.
little bit of the stuff on there. I got enough to last us for another, 2 weeks or so. Which that's
Yeah.
what we typically buy for anyways when we go shopping.
Okay.
So when I tell you when I went back out this week, it was like nothing ever happened.
Hmm.
Our Walmart is fully stocked. I think the
Hmm.
dry food was still a little out, but there was eggs, there's milk, there's bread, there's a bunch of other stuff out there. I'm like, finally, the stupid people went out, bought their food, and realized, oh crap, we don't need to buy all this food because we're gonna have a plenty enough food around here. So I'm to me, I'm staying in it as much as possible. My wife is going to see family just because
Hmm.
she cannot stay in lockdown, which I'm like, you know what? You're gonna get sick, but you're okay. If you get sick, you stay at you stay at your mom's house. I'm not dealing with it.
I mean, what
Uh,
about your kid though?
I'll take the kid. I'll take my son.
So that means you're gonna get sick with your kid. Is that what you're saying?
I will take the sacrifice for my kid. My wife, on the other hand, I cannot take babysitting my wife and then babysitting my son. My wife can
You're
go to her
so messed
mom.
up.
I
You're
can take
messed
care
up.
of my son.
You're a messed up husband. That's all I got to say.
I'll have to take care of 3 individuals. Not taking care of a fourth one, because she's just too big of a baby to do anything. I love her to
Yes, sir.
death, but she's one of the
Okay.
worst people to have to be sick.
Yes, sir.
Uh, but as far as the coronavirus, I foresee this happening for at least another month. At least another
Okay.
month. Probably
Yeah.
probably go for 2 months. Um, I'm kind of sick, but I'm not sick from corona. It's a sinus infection because of change of weather.
Yeah.
So I've been hesitant to go into the doctor's office because I'm like, okay, if I'm this and I could probably fight this off, do I really want to get my chances of getting infected with something else while going to
Right.
the doctor's office?
Right. So with our app, you can
Yep.
answer questions,
Yep.
and they can do a video call with or a video visit
So
with
that
you, and they can answer your questions and then go from there. And then you can get the medicine from there, or they could prescribe medicine from you for you over there for your sinus infection. So you don't really have to go out.
well, so
Other than to get your medicine. But other than that, you really don't have to go to the clinics or anything that you're talking about.
so
So they are working on that on our
perfect.
side.
So glad you brought that up because we're working on that because that's our app.
Oh
So
yeah.
we ran out of licenses for
Yes.
video
Yes.
visits. We ran out of
Yeah.
licenses 3 times. We had to
Mhm.
bump our stream outputs from 32 to 500, and we're probably going to bump it up to about 1,000 because uh, the governor actually gave us kudos. The governor of Texas gave us kudos for our app
Mhm.
because we were the first app out in the market that actually did a corona screening.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I helped set that up. Yeah.
Yep. So it's been crazy in the healthcare world, man. I know you have been working hourly, like holy crap, working your butt off trying to keep
Yeah.
your clinics and stuff up.
Yeah.
We have been working full steam ahead, and then on top of it, we have other stuff that we have to make deadlines for because
Yeah.
coronavirus isn't going to stop us getting money from the government. So it's a lot of stuff going on. But lastly, I want to say, if to anyone who's out there, who's listening, who is watching, stay home as much as possible. Do
Right.
not go out there. Um,
Don't risk it.
don't risk it. If you have to go out there, practice social distancing. 6 feet away. Don't shake hands.
They're
Don't
saying
touch your
3 now.
face. Are they saying 3 feet?
Yeah. Yeah. They're saying 3 feet now.
Well, 6 feet is good. The reason why they say it's 3 feet is because air particles and stuff like that don't typically only travel for 3 feet. But at 6 feet is good practice because that way you're not going in front of people's faces because no one's.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you have to go and order stuff, if you have to go and get stuff like from a store, order offline, get it delivered.
Yep.
Don't put yourself at risk. If you have
Yep.
to, suit me. So every time my family comes in, I tell you strip clothes, strip your clothes. get new clothes on, wash your hands, because I don't want any of that stuff that you're bringing it outside inside the
Mm,
house. So
mm.
just practice this things, and you should be always washing your hands anyway. So um, we'll get through it. It's not going to be the end of the world. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So I think we'll get
imagine,
through it.
just imagine if the grid was off, turned off for any reason. If the grid just shut down, just saying, what would
So
happen? Anyway,
anywho, let's switch over to the anime section.
all right. So on the docket for today, we are currently toward the end of solo leveling of season one. So we just found that out on the last episode, but we're going to go the episode before this last one to get us to the end of the season. Um,
Is this season one or would this be like season end of season
this be,
two?
for us to be considered season one. I mean, I don't. I mean, that's what they said. I'm gonna look at the end of it on the end of 110 and see if they what they said is 110. Hold on.
Because to me, it just seems like that's a long freaking arc for.
Yeah, it says thank you for loving Soul Leveling season one during that time.
Holy crap! Yeah, you're right.
2 years have gone by and all that stuff. We'll get to that once we get to 110. But yeah,
Oh
it's
my
like season
god,
one.
those QBs are so fucking amazing. I need those as emotes. Holy
Oh,
shit.
oh, you just saw those the chibis.
Oh my god, they're so freaking. I want the bear one. I
I want the
want the
bear one.
bear to take
I want
one.
all of them. I want all of them. If they're ever
Oh my
published, if
god.
they're ever published and they're actually picked up by anybody to made, I'm buying them. I don't even care how much they are. I don't even care.
I'm
I'm getting
probably
them.
gonna make. I'm gonna get those to be emotes. Oh my god, I gotta get those as emotes. Those are fucking amazing.
Take a
Th-
picture of it and send it to your guy.
I'm taking pictures
If you
right
buy
now.
anyway, so 109, he got looked at by the upgrader chick.
Yes,
Um,
Selma,
so
I
that's
think
where
is
we
her
left
name.
off at.
Yeah. So this episode was it was informative, but it was like not really much because I think honestly this whole I'm not gonna go into depth with this one because this one right here it was more of it was a plan that America was really trying to try to reel in on
But
Hunter,
we kind of figured that. We kind of figured that's
but
what they were
it
trying to.
backfired so heavy
So
though.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
ultimately, I'm not gonna go. I think chapter 10 is where shit got real. Like I love chapter 10. 10 was good. Chapter
Hmm.
9. So honestly, it was the whole her explaining what's going on, what's happening, how she's able to do her thing. She's able to extend people's level or cap by broadening their experiences by going inside of their consciousness and
Yeah.
opening all this stuff. She explained all this stuff to them, and they're just saying, "Hey, I can increase you by 20 to 30%." Blah 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 blah. Um, and then, the director of America, he's like, "Oh yeah, we got you now. You just need that one chance," because they were giving it to him for free. Like most of the
Right.
time, they were like, he was like,
Yeah,
"What's the
it's just
catch?"
a drug dealer giving a drug to a innocent for the first time, and then make them get dependent on it. Basically, make them get hooked on it. Right, addiction.
So she went inside of his consciousness, and it was just nothing but dark. We talked about this last time. We talked about
True.
this when he actually went and was actually awakening the ant king or whatever,
Hmm. Hmm.
the monarch. He actually was in like a dark realm, and the ant or she went in there, and she saw the same darkness, but it was a different person looking back at her, and we
Yeah.
don't know who
Yeah.
this person is.
Right.
Apparently, you know, like so ultimately, she cried out as hysteria. It's like, what the
Yeah. She
hell?
yelled.
Oh my
Hmm.
god, blah 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 blah. And
Hmm.
then, he was dismissed. He left. Uh, but ultimately she said he's a king. We don't know what these kings are, because
Yeah.
apparently there's other kings that are out there,
Yeah.
but apparently he's different.
He's the
And
king without a limit.
oh yes, yes, he's a king because he says there's something else inside of him,
Mhm.
because that person is like, he's scary.
Yeah,
So
that's what freaked her out, pretty much.
so oh crap, I'll change it real quick.
Okay.
So yeah, man, it's, I don't know, man. It was like, to me, this episode was like, okay, you try to do something. The only thing
Yeah.
that I liked about the whole thing was the fact that it really said he had no limit, which was,
Which we kind of figured, and the let's say the darkness slash beast inside of him that he doesn't know that's in him, um, scared the crap out of her, and we kind of figured that he had something in him, but we just didn't know what it was. We still don't know what this thing is,
yep.
um, and what it has in store for our main guy. So um, that's interesting. I'm interested to see what next season is going to have about. Like, since since so far only the Americans know about this, since she went in there, what they're going to do with this information, because he doesn't know, the main guy doesn't know, and none of the other guilds know about this as of right now. So um, it's going to be interesting what America's going to do. What is he going to do about his guild currently? Because the main guy was still talking about that.
I think he's still gonna go and fucking do his guild. Honestly, this was like a little small blip on his fucking radar, and
Yeah,
apparently they didn't do anything for him, but
yeah,
scared their own damn selves. So I'm like,
true.
he's probably just gonna go back, do his damn guild, do his own
Yeah,
thing, and
yeah,
call it a day.
yeah. I mean, it is the. I would say yeah to you what you're saying, especially since we had this little debate episode about where his priorities are on his guild. I mean, yeah, this would probably be on the forefront now, but it just depends. Okay. And see what they're going to do uh with the information they got, and what he's going to do uh his guild now, since there's nothing really going on, but that kind of changes in 110.
Yeah. So
So that can
I'm gonna let you talk about 110. I'll be right back and let you talk real quick.
All right, go ahead. So with 110, uh he gets a call from the chairman about, let's see, no, the chairman gets a call, and there's a gate in the middle of the road. It's a B rank. And he asks if there's anybody around. This he asks for the location. He's asking like where, if there's anybody around to get into the gate to stem it or to close it, but there's not. He then remembers that our main guy was has an office there, and gives him a ring. And while before he gets the call, he's in his thoughts of what just happened in the. We're assuming it's the U.S. embassy in South Korea, where they met the upgrader chick, and he's asking them these questions and stuff. He's trying to figure out why the chick was freaked out. Uh, like what's going on? What happened? I wonder what she saw. She was like all freaked out and stuff. This is all him on the highway thinking to himself. And then he eventually gets the call from the chairman, and the chairman asks if he can uh, deal with the gate that just happened to be on the highway where he is currently at, to go to his office. He says without permission, and he said, the chairman says, you need to get permission in that, kind of funny kind of way with buddy system way. The guy really likes the main guy. So
I think there's a cooperativeness with them because honestly,
I agree with that because I think the chairman likes him, but I think the main guy knows to keep him at arm's length, and he's a means to an ends. The
yep,
main guy is thinking about the chairman, but I think he does to a certain extent like the chairman too. And he respects him obviously, but I think the chairman really does like him, and I'm starting to see a some kind of not favoritism, but
it's favoritism.
okay, favoritism.
Let's get it straight. The fact that he said, "Hey, I need you to go to a gate." Well, I need permissions. Who do you think I am? You're the chairman, and who gets the permissions for the stuff? Oh, you guys. So never mind. I guess I got to do it.
I guess if you put it that way, yeah, yeah, it makes. I guess you get the favoritism coming from there.
It's fair. I mean, the fact that he was able to get to the gate and put that dude in check, and the gate say, "Hey, you're not allowed without permissions." Okay, here, you take the phone. Listen to your boss. It's not someone that you want to ignore. Yeah, you best let him in there, or your ass is going to get fired. Yeah, it was great. The thing that blew my mind is the second damn time this dude went into a fucking portal, and the thing turned red. It turned into. I'm like, is this like every time he goes into a portal, every time he goes into a rift or a gate?
Not necessarily, because before the last two, they were blue. They didn't change over. It's just
True.
so recently these last two portals turned red when he has gone inside. Because, well, yeah, before then, yeah, up until.
But that goes back. That might go back into our theory of the fact that his power, his aura, changes stuff because he's at such a high level. So because it's doing that the rift of different magics going against each other from the bosses and him, it changes that fucking portal. I think.
So what about the other guys that are there before? Because you have a lot of S ranks. That's a lot of levels there. That could probably equal him.
He is not even
to a certain extent.
Nope, hell no. No, me personally, in my opinion,
I'm not saying power level. I'm just saying it's level as in his current level to possibly turn a gate red, which we really don't. We're theorizing / theory crafting what's causing the gates to turn red every time he goes inside of it, but it could be a thing, like you're saying. But I don't know. I don't necessarily know what's triggering it. So
me personally,
he goes inside, like you said. He goes inside, and instantly it turns red.
He even says it. This feels like a red gate. I'm like, yeah, it is an red ring. So,
what's funny before we go any further is a little slide thing. With the guy with the glasses saying,
"Oh yeah."
I hope he breaks his ankle.
Yes, and then he's like, "Oh crap, I didn't mean it. No."
It's like, "Oh God, I didn't mean it." Oh, was it because I asked for him to get hurt?
Yep.
So anyway, he's in a new place, and he said, "This feels like a red gate," like you said. So there's that. And then
he has a side moment. He has a side moment with his mom, thinking of doing a flashback with his mom, where he's like, maybe I shouldn't overdo this. Maybe, I shouldn't do this because, maybe I should just let it easy, just not take it so.
Which is what he's been doing.
But he's a fucking hunter. And honestly, she gives him the kick him remembering this conversation gives him the kick in the pants that he needs to know. He's a fucking hunter. His dad is a hunter.
It's in his blood. He gets it from his dad.
And hunters are born to hunt. So he summons and he goes.
Before you go any further, how cool is him standing right there before he goes to his flashback with his suit?
Oh, dude,
like just badass.
So where are you talking about? Right here? Right, just standing here?
No, keep going up. It's before his flashback. It's like right when he gets in. Right there.
This wasn't cool. Me personally, I like the scene. I like the scene later where he's undoing his tie, is like, I
Yeah.
guess let's move on to the next. That shit
Yeah, I mean,
was fucking
that's
dope.
after he like comes back from his flashback, gets
Yeah.
the kick in the pants from his mom type conversation.
But
And
I like his GQ look. Like, he just puts his hands in his pocket and he's like nonchalant. He's like, well, here I go again. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm liking it.
and,
But he's
and then he just summons everybody. It's
yep.
like,
He does this
here
little
we go.
flashback with his mom, and then he goes right back in, and so he starts seeing things. It's like, all right, start
This
summoning
panel,
them.
that long panel, with everybody coming up, it's just great to me.
I'm
It
gonna
just
blow it
feels
up.
good.
I'm gonna blow it up just because I hate doing this because I have to turn my head sideways. But
It's good.
fuck, it's just so good. I love these side
good.
panels because they put so much detail into it. They're
Yeah,
fighting like jungle tiki kind of bosses, looks like. Yeah.
like jungle tribe people or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
And you can see all the different eyes in the background that they're going to be fighting a bunch of them. And he just starts summoning them. So yeah, I'll finish this in a day. He says he's that confident that he's like, I'm going to finish this shit in a day. And they just go at it. He starts exploding.
Hunter was born a hunt.
So that line right there, when he sees the explosion and he's like, okay, but here's what blows my mind. Here's where I have some questions.
Okay.
So after this, it starts doing, and this is where I guess is the end of the season 2 finale or whatever, season 1. The chick that the healer is, she's meditating or whatever. I thought she was done. So what the hell is she doing with?
You think she's gonna quit like the other healer?
Oh,
like
this
the healer.
This is the healer. This is the healer.
No, that's the chick. That's the chick that smells.
No, it's not, because look, that the captain is right here.
Never mind. You're right. I see it. Yeah.
This is a different chick.
That's
so it's like,
chick.
so I was like, why? Why?
So, meditating monsters aren't the only enemy for a monster. That's a good point.
It's true.
Why are they always together? Why are these two always together? Is my question.
I don't know. So they're fighting, and then they say their position can change at any time, which is like,
I mean, she's got a point.
Yeah.
The hunter could become the hunted.
Yep.
That could be a thing.
Yep.
True that. And then we go back to the chairman.
Yep.
Where we see the two guys.
Beast and Snake, Beast and the Mage.
Guy after each other for some weird reason. We don't know why.
First rate hunters have to be even more careful to lower their guard. Yep. That's true. He has to keep his guard up even more now than ever because the spotlight is on him. Everyone knows that he is an S rank. In fact, everyone knows that he is a high rank S rank because he cleared out that fucking island.
Yeah.
So he has to keep his guard up. Yep. It cuts over to the tank guy where he's pissing people off. It cuts over to the other guy, the one that was on the 2 episodes ago where he was like with the swords and everything like that. I think from Japan. Was he from Japan or was he from China?
The guy that pissed people off, or the guy that
no.
cocky?
The guy who had swords. He's like, these are nothing, but I wish I could have fought the other one.
That guy.
This is this guy. This is.
I don't think that's the same.
I'm almost positive this is him.
I'll go back a chapter.
We'll go and check. But you get the ant, and before the ant thing, he says the hunt will never end, which is with the ant. He rips apart so many things, and he does his battle cry. You see a cutscene with his mom and his sister. They're at a grocery store, and still not one person. So what blows my mind, again, this is the scene that I love. Right here. This scene right here
scene that you think is cool?
is so bomb. You see him, okay.
She has short hair. Okay, I remember now. She has short hair. The other chick has long hair. Okay, got it.
Starts undoing his tie. Let's move on to the next target. This scene right here opens up the next arc, because after this piece right here, you see the next people, and you're right. The person that was in that chair up there is not him. This is the guy from Japan. This is the freaking American guild leader who says, "Don't f with my toys or my possessions."
Yeah.
You have the chairman, the director of America, who got screwed over. I don't know who this guy is with the mustache on the right hand side. I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. Yeah, I don't
But
know
then
who
you
that
got the
guy is.
brother.
And then you got the brother, yeah. And then you got the brother, which we've not forgotten about him.
Oh, we
We
have
we've
not.
been waiting for him to make his appearance, but yet it's not happened yet. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess they're waiting for the next season to put him in there. So um
I think America's gonna have a huge, huge, huge part in the
oh
next
yeah, and the
season.
next season? Yes, I agree. Yeah, most definitely.
We're gonna see America. We're gonna see China. I think maybe a little bit more Japan after they got their butt licked on the fucking island.
Yeah, we're gonna
Uh,
see some more North Korea coming into play too.
yeah,
So
it was gonna be
so the
interesting.
guy that has the two swords has a ponytail, not a big
Yes, yeah,
fro like the other
you're
one.
right. So I don't know who the heck that guy on the in the chair was at the top. He might have been some maybe one of the A ranks or S ranks that went on the island or whatever. I don't know. Um,
The thing that worries me is the ant. I don't trust this ant whatsoever, not
well,
even a little bit.
we said the same thing about the freaking orc dude. We said the same thing about because I still don't even trust the orc dude.
I mean, the ant has more probability of breaking this
Why?
whatever
Because
this
he's able to
link
talk.
is
Because he
compared to
able
the other
because he able to
the
talk.
orc. There's that, and then how it fluct. I mean, well, it's not going to fluctuate anymore because he didn't bring up the queen. So I guess that's not a thing. But I mean, I don't know. Mm.
I don't know, man. It's just
The orc was intelligent before he was
he was
brought back.
intelligent. Yeah, he was able to talk and everything like that.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't trust him
Yeah, I
either.
give you that maybe.
If you don't trust the orc, if you don't trust the ant, you definitely don't trust the orc.
I
And
give you that. I can
and,
go with that. I go with that. Yeah.
and if you really want to stretch it, technically you shouldn't trust the tank because if he gets his memories back or whatever, then he can
That's true.
backfire on him too.
That's also true.
And then let's stretch it a little bit more. His first freaking night. Who knows? And that first night was actually controlled by the Reaper that's inside of him. That might backfire. Honestly, I don't trust any of his shadows. I think honestly, there's gonna be a fight that's gonna be between him and his inner self, and he's gonna have to either fight to control his damn shadows or something. This is all speculation. We even know what's inside of him. That's even
Yeah.
if it's even good, if it's bad, if it's just a consciousness. If we don't know anything about it, so I think honestly, the shadows are such a less threat at this point in time because worst comes to worst, he can always cancel the fucking extraction. He just has to just cancel it, and then the soul's gone, and he's done.
I mean, oh, you say cancel, I kill it. But I mean,
Yeah,
the thing is, though, that's if he has the ability to do that, though. If he's fighting with his inner self, is what you're saying.
no,
If
he
his
can.
inner self is the one doing the controlling, he's not going to
Yeah,
have the ability to do that.
true, true, true. So I don't know. At this point in time, I think honestly the threat really is around the guilds and these unknown entities that are coming out from these rifts from that happened in the last chapter 108 and 107
Hmm. Hmm.
with the beast stew and the white walker. I'm gonna call him white walker. Yes, we're bringing a Game of Thrones in here. Um,
Okay.
but those are the ones that I'm thinking, and then the dad. I don't know
And
what the
that
hell.
true.
I mean, honestly, we don't know what the hell because his dad looks just like the guys who came through the rifts. He looks just
True.
he had the
True.
same kind of markings. He started talking the same way at first. I was like, maybe he is one of those guys, or maybe he was so strong that he was pulled over there and he was spent so much time in that area that he just forgot how to speak English, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, or whatever.
Well, if he's been there like for however long, he said,
Time
I
is
think what,
different.
15 years or something like that.
Remember, time is different. So 15
Okay,
years
time
over
is different.
there, it might have been 30 years in there because remember, he's going to spend a day in here, but it's going to be about maybe an hour in the real world.
Yeah. I mean,
All the stuff is
the
different
time
when it goes.
flows differently in
Yep,
the
the gates.
in the gates. So yeah. So there's a lot of questions that we want to know. Like, where is his dad? Sits to fight with the brother. Where is this brother going to come in? What about these people that came out of these rifts? What
Yep.
about the other guilds? What about the other nations now?
Yep.
Um,
He has a lot. He has a lot on his shoulders. But the thing about it, I think he knew this was going to happen. That's the reason why he was very strategic and how he was revealing himself. And when he
yep.
did reveal himself or anything about himself, he made sure that he held a little bit, or he put it as he trusted the people he was doing it. So the fact that he went and did his test to get an S rank and above, he knew what was going to happen. He knew
Right.
as
I mean,
soon
I
as he
guess
did that,
true.
it's going to
Yeah.
blow up the spotlight on him. As soon as he went to the island, I knew he knew exactly that shit is going to hit the fan because he's going to have to clear the island. No one's. But what blows my mind is the fact that none of the other S ranks in there. They had at least 8 to 10 S ranks on that fucking island. None
Yeah.
of them could do anything to the island. They didn't even lay a dent into that fucking island.
I
He had
mean,
to clear
up
the
until
whole
where
thing.
the ant came involved, they were doing fine. Up until then, they were doing fine.
Yeah,
I
true,
mean, they were
true.
dealing with the drones up until that ant came. Other than that, I think they would have been able to clear it if they were able to uh bypass the king ant. But they killed the queen. They already killed her,
Did they kill?
or
Yeah,
was
they
able
did.
to.
They
They were
did
able
kill
to
the
kill
queen.
her before the king ant came,
Yep.
and then um, they were able to kill the ants. They were already planned and everything. The only thing that messed up the plans
They're gonna
was the king
blow.
ant.
Yeah, they're gonna blow up the Lane mines or whatever in the island.
Right.
Yeah.
It was all going according to plan until then. But other than that, I think they were fine up until then. So it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of unknowns happening. Um, I'm hooked. I've been hooked for since we started this
You're
thing.
welcome.
So
By the way, you're welcome.
I mean,
I always get you, man.
I gotta stop. But anyway, that there's that. Uh, so moving on from, unless you have anything else, you want to move on to the next section.
Uh, honestly, I'm just curious to see when the next episode. Like they've since they're finished, are the writers going to give us a pause for another month? Like this is made in Korea, so or South
I
Korea, so
mean, yeah. So depending on if this is messing with them, because we have not heard anything from that side of the world.
so South Korea apparently their corona is flat. They flattened their bell curve. They did it right. So they
Well, they
had
responded way faster than we did. There's
so
no lag.
so
There's no
my
lag.
so my understanding, they are good. I'm just curious to see if because they're finished with this arc, are they going to pause for at least another month to get at least a whiteboard of a timeline of what they're going to do next and how they're going to do it. Writing wise, that's going to be a week, but how they want to actually put each line out there, like each block, that's what they're going to have to whiteboard out. And I think that's going to probably take a month because they have to block out what's going to happen with what they're going to put in there, who's going to
Mhm,
be the big bad, how they're going to do
mhm.
each different arc within there. And then,
Yeah.
so I think it's going to be another, I don't know. I don't know if they have this all done and they're ready for this, or if they're going to wait at least another week to maybe a month to whiteboard this all this stuff out, and we might be on a drought for another month, which will
I
suck.
mean, I mean,
Which
that's
will
gonna suck.
suck.
But I mean, I'd rather them get everything working and keep going the way things are going,
Yeah,
without it watering it down. Watering down because they're trying to keep on a certain timeline,
they
on
might
trying to
even
get
throw
these
an
things
arc.
down.
They might even throw a little arc in there too.
A
You
side
never know.
arc, I
Yeah,
mean, I'll probably look at it, but I probably won't pay attention to it until it goes back to the main. But I'll look at it.
I don't know if it's anything like they're doing with the story. I'm okay with it as long as they don't bring in me personally. If they bring in like the healer and the guild leader from the original, I don't want to see any of that crap because I really don't care about those characters. If it bring it in with
But I
his
mean, but that's what a side arc is for. It's just filler.
yeah, but the filler is filler, but it's actually meaningful. There's two ways, in my opinion, how to do filler. Filler
Yeah.
is stuff to just throw out there because they just don't have anything else and it's easy to throw,
Yeah.
or is filler that's meaningful that actually adds to the character development and to the main storyline. Bleach
Right.
did it two ways. They did both the first way and the other way. I like the second way because it adds to detail the context of the actual story, but the first way is garbage. It means no. It makes no. It makes
I
no.
mean,
So if they
uh,
add story to maybe, if they put like more history on the orc chick that we have no, and bring it in stuff like that, that'd be
yeah.
interesting. And they put more
I mean, if
history,
we go to side quest where he has to go to back to that thing again somehow, which
or
we don't even know how that's even going to be possible for him to even go back to this chick if that's going to happen.
if
Uh,
they do anything, and they don't even have to do it with him. They could do it with any other character. They could make a whole side arc with just with the dad, with the guild leader, with the director of the old dude, the old director guy.
the chairman, yeah.
Yep, you could do any of those. I'll be fine with that because it gives context, which will add to the story and how the main character has to go through it. I'm okay with that. But you add garbage characters, in my opinion, like they're not garbage characters, but the characters that mean no, they mean nothing to
Secondary
me. Yeah,
characters.
not even secondary characters, like characters that are like not even in this frame. Like the original healer and the guy who lost the guild leader with
Well,
the
they're on
lost
the
his arm.
boat.
I
They were
don't
on the
care
boat when
about
they were
them.
killing the
They didn't do
answers.
shit the entire time.
Right. I'm just saying they were doing something
They
on
they
foot.
were they were no. They honestly what would be cool if they actually did a flashback with the
Yeah.
actual mage, the healer who died. It would be like a dedication to him when he was actually going before he left. And they did that, that'll be interesting. That'll be pretty
I don't
cool.
know about that part, but okay.
Because you get to
All right.
see you get to see how he was before he left and why he left in the first place, and see the beast dude and maybe even maybe some of the other S ranks on how they actually uh collabed and worked and how they actually talked with each other. Because right now the only dialogue and how we know how they kind of like work with each other is through the main character. Other than that, we don't really know much about them or how they actually where their mindset is. So I don't know, but I'm good. I'm just curious to see how long it's going to be and what's going to
Yeah.
happen. So but we can move over to the next one.
The next one is I guess it's surprising to everybody that Bleach is coming back with
Fuck
arc.
Bleach.
Wow.
Ugh.
With an arc with the thousand blood year war, which I have no idea what this is, but this arc is gonna get an anime adaptation is the word I was looking for.
I'm so done with
Um,
Bleach.
it looks like Sonen Jump is gonna do
Of
this
course.
summer. Um, and that's all I got on information wise. So, what are your thoughts about it about Bleach coming back in the fray? And it could be short. We don't have to spend too much time on this one because I
Honestly,
don't even know how much information this arc is. So,
I stopped after Aizen was captured the first
oh my
damn time.
god, so far back.
I
Okay, go
haven't
ahead.
watched any. I watched a little bit of him of Ichigo getting his waking up his Shikigami again after he lost it after he did his thing.
Uh, After the fight with Aizen, where he lost,
Yeah,
supposedly supposed to
which
lose his powers after the
honestly
fight.
I
Yeah,
I kind of lost touch at that
yeah,
because
yeah,
to me him and his sword was just so baller, and the
yeah,
fact that he doesn't get him back,
yeah,
like I'm good. I don't care anymore. Like
yeah,
that brought so many feels
yeah.
that ended so well in that arc that to me honestly rest of it's just filler to me. It's
I
just
agree with the filler part because it was nothing but filler. We had a fucking arc with the stores coming to life. They're actually getting bodies. So there's that.
But
I
it
mean, like,
adds to it.
really?
But it adds to it because it brings in the fact of, okay, who is this person in Ichigo's sword? Is it a real person or whatever? It brings context to it. So even though the whole arc was garbage and the talking and the joking and all, it was horrible, but the
Right.
fact of what it was the whole purpose about it,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But
Okay.
I was done after he lost his sword, because even if he woke it up as Shikigami, I watched the next arc or next season after he woke it up as Shikigami to see if he could actually get his sword back. He got a new sword. I was like, okay, is whatchamacall still in there? And he went in there and he's a different person. I'm like, nope, done. I don't care anymore. I was so hurt.
Oh my god.
I was hurt. Like, he
Move on, bro. Move on.
I
It's
am.
time to move
So
on. He gets a new sword.
yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to have the same guy in it. Why would you think that? Anyway,
So
I
yeah.
was done with the sword arc with them getting
But you
actual.
watched it more. You watched all the way through
I did, and then I watched the manga to finish it. So yeah, I read the manga to finish it. I did the same thing with Naruto. There it is. Um,
I did
uh,
too. I did too.
the I don't know how I'm gonna feel with this. I might look at it. I'll give it a look to see what the hell it's about. But if it doesn't catch me in the first couple episodes, I'm done with it. But I mean, it's Bleach. I guess everybody they did. Sunjin Jump is trying to make some more money.
Which
So
I don't understand. They already have a new lineup.
I
They
mean, their
have
lineup is pretty baller. Them, Funimation, and Crunchyroll, they got some good lineups right for this season.
like Shonen Jump slash Crunchyroll. They have their new top three already. Because before it was Naruto, it was
Yeah,
Bleach, and it was Dragon
yeah,
Ball Z.
yeah.
Now, because Dragon Ball Z is coming to an end, everyone's denying it, but
It's Super. You mean Super is being denied? Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of coming to an end. Bleach is already done,
Yeah.
and Naruto's done. So the new lineup uh was supposed to be freaking
I mean, you still
Boruto.
have One Piece out there. You still have One Piece going out.
One Piece is about to come to an end too. One Piece and Fairy Tail are about to. What Fairy Tail's done. One
Fairy
Piece,
Tail's done.
but
Yeah, Fairy Tail's done.
One Piece is coming really close to it because he's already at the island where he's fighting the kings now. He's already gotten three
Okay.
of them down, so he's almost done. So the new
Okay.
one is supposed to be Hunter x Hunter. You have Boruto. You have what is it? My Hero Academia.
I've watched the first season of that, and
It's good.
it's all right. The
it's all right.
first season was okay. I mean, okay.
You have Doctor Stone,
When it comes back, yeah.
and then you have Cloverleaf,
Black Clover,
Black
yeah.
Clover. Those are your five. Those are the new five. Dragon Ball
I
Z
have
is
not
gone.
gone back to Black Clover,
I
but
haven't either. I need to go back and see because apparently they're doing some kind of weird side arc now. So I'm like, okay, I'm
right
good.
now, I mean, before I stop watching it, it's when they finish the whole
Elves Awakening.
Elf arc,
Yep.
uh, and the king is not actually dead. He
Whoa! Spoiler. I don't know. Didn't know any of that. What king? Are you
nothing.
talking about the Wizard King?
No,
Okay, leave it alone. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not. I'm gonna go watch it now. I want to
I
make
thought
sure.
you already watched it.
I
So
did not. I stopped the after they got put to sleep and the chick that was feeding everyone, giving their mana back or whatever,
yeah,
was capturing everyone. I stopped. I got distracted with Doctor Stone and everything like that, so I need to watch that again. Doctor Stone, My Hero Academia, which I need to catch up on, and that. So, yeah, yeah. Um. Oh, and One Punch. That's the other one that's on the lineup.
when it comes back, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see if it does come back.
I think it's gonna come back. I don't
It
know,
didn't,
man.
dude. It didn't do too well with this episode, this season. It didn't do too well.
because
a lot of mixed
honestly,
reviews and stuff
because
like that.
everyone wants him to lose, or they don't. He has no weaknesses right now. Everything just comes to like the same
But
feeling.
he didn't kill. I mean, he didn't do anything. It's all right. I get this season was supposed to be character building on the bad dude and his master. I get that. They could have done it better,
It
in
was
my
it
opinion.
was also with him too. Like, what
He
is
was
the
in there.
point?
He was sprinkled in there. But I mean, but the thing is that they didn't do well with the building, in my opinion. They only built that one dude up. That is it. And that's what threw it off for me. If they're going to do a character building, do character building that you're going to be focused on, not just on one person, and then sprinkle the main character in there every once in a while. They could have done a little better than that, in my opinion, if they're going to do that. That's my only gripe about second season. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people out there that said the same thing, or to a certain extent of that way. But we'll see how they do with three. I think it's popular enough to get a third season. Um, on top of that, you said, oh, not you. Overlord might be getting another season.
Oh, that's good for
Your
you.
other, yeah, your video game should be coming out hopefully this year, hopefully, or you get a date or some kind. Um, No Game on Life, I think is what you were talking about.
Oh shit! Is that a season that's coming out? I did not
I
hear about
think
that.
I think I saw something like
No
that. I just don't know
way.
when. I don't know. I just don't know when. That's my thing. I thought
No,
that's
do not tell me that, dude.
I said I think I saw it. I could be wrong, or it could have been a fake post, but I thought I saw that they were
Oh my god.
working on something to that effect. No game. What was the space game?
2020. Will there be a No Game No Life 2020?
Will that be season 2 for this?
Yeah, it'll be season 2. I'm not seeing anything on it right now. It's all speculations right now.
Okay, so my bad. It was speculation. I apologize.
Shield
That's what
Hero. Shield Hero is supposed to come back this year though.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that fucking anime.
Shield
Crap,
Hero is
I
coming
want it
back.
in my life. I need it in my veins. That anime is so good. They treated them like crap. Oh my god, it's the perfect fucking. It's so good, so
Yeah,
good.
Shield Hero
They
is
really
coming back
wanted
this
to.
year.
Oh, I'm so good. I'm so happy for that one. That one is a legit good one. Um, uh, what's the other one?
How
I
to
should have had a
how to
list.
pick up girls in a dungeon is supposed to come
That's
back.
you. That's not a me one. Did it?
Uh, yeah, that was it.
Shield Hero, Doctor Stone. So I'm waiting on Shield Hero, Doctor Stone.
Yeah,
Oh, Demon Hunter is another one I'm waiting
oh
for season
yeah,
2. That's another one I want to see that
that
one
that
come
one.
up.
I can't believe I forgot about that one. That was like one of my top ones. That's
That one right there is another one that I'm waiting.
hell yeah, dude. That one's supposed to come out, but then again, I've been reading the manga, so I already kind of know what's gonna happen. It's good. It's really good. Like
Oh, Wise Man Grandchild is a good one too. You need to look at too.
Wise Man Grandchild. Okay, I'll take a look at that one. Yeah, Demon
Um,
Hunter gets really good.
Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter's gonna go on for another
Demon
3
Hunter.
years.
Demon Hunter.
Oh,
Overlord.
at least another year.
Overlord.
At least another year or two. Because they're gonna stretch out this next arc into 2 pieces. Guarantee it.
Oh, and another one is the. Okay, so Demon Hunter is the dude and the chick.
Yes.
What's the other one? The one with the
You're talking about
Goblin Slayer? Is
Goblin
that the one I'm
Slayer.
looking at?
Goblin
That's the
Slayer.
one I'm looking at. Yeah, I need to put that on my list. Goblin
Goblin Slayer has not been confirmed to come back yet.
Slayer. Yeah, okay. So I have Black Clover as question mark because I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching that. Well, I'm not watching it now, so that's in question mark. I have this Wise Man's Grand Chart is pretty good.
I'll take a
Um,
look at it. Looks
Shield Hero, Doctor Stone, I'm over the moon for. I just like how it's drawn. I like the characters. I like all of that.
everyone loves Demon Slayer, dude.
I just
Everyone loves
love
Demon
it.
Slayer.
It's just a perfect. It's just a perfect mesh of everything there. You when he when we got to his dad and um his upbringing and all that stuff. That right there is a feels bad man. Feels like I'm gonna, whole
It
room
gets
started
it
get
gets the story gets absolutely freaking awesome. Like I thought they're gonna go back and it's gonna be like a typical anime where first season's gonna be okay, but then after that it's gonna get bad. No, dude, it picks up even more on the next.
I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm interested in to see what's going to happen with the friends that are currently in the other guy's camp, which the guy already is aware of already. Apparently, how he's going to treat that, how the guy, Doctor Stone's going to handle that.
Doctor Stone is gonna
I'm
be good
just
too.
interested in the whole. There's so many things I'm interested in. So there's that. What else? Demon Hunter. I'm interested to see what this train arc is going to be.
It's a movie.
Uh,
They're
oh,
gonna
the
do a
movie. Got it.
movie, and honestly, if they're gonna do a movie, it's gonna be about an hour and a half movie,
Mhm.
and they'll finish off the train, which is gonna suck because honestly, me personally, I wouldn't want that to be a movie. I would want that to be an actual episodes, but
So
I
they're gonna
guess
put that in the movie and then start the next season with
after
the
the train,
anime one.
yeah,
Yeah,
after the
after the
train,
anime. I
which
mean, after the movie.
which
Yeah. Okay.
sucks because in my opinion there's so much stuff that happens in that little section,
Yeah.
but I can get it. I understand why they're gonna do it that way because it's easy for them to kind of condense everything inside of one little inside of an hour and a half movie. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Me personally, I would like to see the episodes, but I think they're just gonna condense it and do it that way. But that's fine. Um, but yeah, dude, it's gonna be a good year. I think hopefully.
Hopefully, this doesn't sidetrack the drawing and stuff like that on
Honestly,
there on those sides.
I think now that people realize, oh crap, we have technology, we could do this shit at home.
Yeah.
What a concept! Work from home. Uh, I'm seeing several video news places do it all over the place. They're actually recording from their home or bringing a camera and then actually live streaming their stuff up to the place. Bunch of artists are actually using cameras to actually stream to Twitch to do concerts and stuff like that overnight. So I think a lot of people are realizing let's use technology to the benefit. This is a big spotlight on technical companies to buff up their freaking infrastructure. Because if you guys aren't ready, you better be ready now. So
I guess that's a good point. So moving on from anime, we can move on to a little bit of gaming before we wrap up for today.
yeah,
Um, so you've been still going with BDO.
so I've been going back and forth with BDO and Warframe.
Okay, okay, okay. I have been waiting for you in Final Fantasy and yet, so I basically finished my fourth 80 waiting on you. So I'm done with Final Fantasy to a certain extent, other than doing the quest line that just came up for it. Um,
What other games have you been playing other than Final Fantasy?
I hit up a little bit of uh, Battle for Middle Earth. It's an old game. It's an old PC game. It's like a Windows XP going to 7 type game. I played that for a while. Um, what's the other one? I did a little bit of Grim Dawn. I did a little bit of Path of Exile. And then I got then you hit me up with some video information that new stuff that's for their anniversary that's currently going out, fourth anniversary, um, information and new quest lines and stuff.
Yep.
A little bit of updating on the quality of life stuff. They relaxed a little bit, not a crazy amount, but a little bit on the experience to help out with new people coming in on the leveling.
Yep.
It still sucks, but it's helping a little bit. What else? They have some quest lines to help. They did secessions for certain classes right now.
Yeah, so every class right now has a secession except for the archer and the healer. I can't remember what it's called.
The
The
oh, you
shonen or
mean the new
something.
tune?
Yeah.
You mean the new tune?
Well, the
No,
second.
the second
Yeah,
from the newest one.
because the guardian is the new one now.
Is that the
Video.
summoner? Summoner? You're
No,
talking about?
there is. It is the Sean. Whatever. So it's warrior. So it is the shy.
Shy. Okay, shy.
Yeah, it is.
Shy.
Is a
Yeah.
full support all the way through character. It's the only character that's full support.
Yeah, you have the wizard that does a little bit of supporting the
Witcher
heal.
wizard, Witcher wizard can do some support.
Yeah,
The
but this is
Valkyrie,
full on support though.
yeah, it's
That's
full
their
support.
main thing. Yeah.
Um, Valkyrie can do some support as well. Um, but yeah, those are. It is a full on support. So for me, honestly, in BDO, um, I've been trying to do a storyline to get the full set of tries so I can get ready to grind, but I haven't been really going hardcore in it.
Hmm.
Um, Throughout the day, since I'm working from home, I will buy a book of training for about 5 hours or so, go to a
Hmm.
training dummy, minimize the game, and go back to work.
Hmm.
And then get some XP. Make sure I pop some XP scrolls, and then that gives me about 40 or 60% of XP right there. So that right there has been helping me a ton because it's just
Hmm.
easy grind to kind of get the XP. I'm not getting any money off of it, which I'm okay with because I can get money later. Right now, is the big goal is just to get to 60, so I can get to next week because apparently next week I do get 1 billion of gold.
Okay.
Yep. Lanky told me that everyone will be getting some money based off of their level. If they're level 60. So yeah, I've been grinding to get that done, but ultimately, I've been playing some Warframe, enjoying the
Yeah.
hell out of that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they have changed so much. So first things first, the whole UI has changed. The
Okay.
whole UI is changed to the new UI, which is so nice. Your ship graphic has changed a lot.
Yeah.
When you're actually on your ship and you're going down to your arsenal where you're building your mods, everything like that, the ceiling they made that a glass, so you can actually look at your railjack, your second ship up there. Uh, on the base area where you're actually going down to where you see your Titto, the little there's a little area where you can actually go beam straight up to your Arcwing, your railjack. So you go back and forth to both of your ships now. Um, the new story drops this freaking week.
I
So
bet you're excited. I mean, that's what you've been waiting for.
the
Story, bro.
new story drops this week. So uh people are bumping up their stuff to get their arc wing ready because you're gonna need not your arc wing, but your arc wing and your railjack because you're gonna need to fly over there. You're gonna fight sentients out in space. You're gonna
Mhm.
fight sentients on other planets. There are gonna be new types So right now with the new Railjack, they introduced a new Grenadier type, which are Beast. Uh, what's the there is one that literally is like Nightcrawler. He will disappear on you and all over the place. I'm like, this motherfucker will not stay still. There's 6 new types with the Grenadier, and then now with the new story, there's going to be an additional 6 to 8 new sentient bosses that you're going to have to fight. Uh, uh, and in this new story arc, they're introducing a new battle mode, which is going to allow you to have 8 people in there. And it is a raid. It is their first new iteration of raids. 8 warframes, 8 people going in there. You're gonna fight a fucking sentient on the bottom, on the top, in the space, and it's gonna be a 2 kind of space combat thing that's gonna happen. It is going to be fucking crazy. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm fucking ready. Scarlet Spear is what it's called. Um, it's crazy, dude. There's gonna be new rewards. Uh, there's a new zone. Like, it's going to be freaking crazy. Um, you're gonna come back with the new, like your old the other branches of Warframes, the one that's the Stalker and all those other, they're gonna be coming back and they're gonna be doing some different things in there. So it's gonna be a lot out there that's gonna be coming out with the Scarlet Spear. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've been reading up, watching some of the new dev casts and stuff like that to see
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. Um Shit is gonna hit the fan. 2020 is going to it's gonna be huge for Warframe. So yeah, but that's what I've been playing. Final Fantasy, my subscription ended. I got, so I need to go back into that. But I just, now that things have been settling down, hopefully I should be getting back into games. I keep saying that, but hopefully I should be able to get back into it. So
Yeah. Yeah. I just found out that Demon Slayer is going to have a game, and it's being developed, and it's going to be for PS4.
oh, not
And
PS5 is supposed to be coming out this year.
it's going to be on PS4. So
Okay.
there's that.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting how that's going to be. I think it's going to be a hack and slash. I'm assuming since you're a person is a sword, but I don't know what kind of hack and slash. Is it going to be an RPG hack and slash or just a regular slash type game? So there's that. But I may get that. I might get on that boat. So uh, anything? Oh, did you want to talk about the Black Desert stuff? The new stuff that came on?
Honestly, it's just, so right now they open up a new zone. You
Yep.
have to be like 250 or something like that, 280, something ridiculous to get to. Um,
Stuff that we're nowhere near at. Well, you're
Nowhere
pretty
near.
close. Yeah.
They have an event to actually get you your starting gear up a little bit more, which is okay. Uh, what else is there? There is supposed to be a new game mode that's just supposed to be releasing. Supposed to be a dungeon kind of thing now. Where you can get up to 8 people, or not 8 people, but 6 people or something like that. Is there an answer to dungeons and raids? So they're working on developing on that. A lot of people realize finally that what's it called, Scarlet Desert, which is their predecessor, is not going to kill BDO because it's just going to be a single player PVE game. Uh, so yeah, it's BDO isn't going anywhere. Uh, And honestly,
I mean, they saved it after doing the thing um, before they separated it. So
I think
that's what kept me from losing it. I mean, that battle royale game part of it mode was pretty legit. I enjoyed it.
they're
It
supposed to
wasn't
release
too
that this year.
overcomplicated. It was you killed. You had a mix of PVE and PvP in a good way.
Yep.
So
They're supposed to release that this year because they're finishing. They did their second or third wave of betas already. So they're finishing up that. They should be releasing sometime, hopefully this year. We'll see what happens with that. Me personally, I don't understand why the hell they brought it. They branched it out into a separate game.
I agree.
It made no sense for me to branch out that game mode where it fit perfectly in the actual game.
In the actual game, I completely agree.
I get it, they're trying to make their own IP because BDO apparently brings bad taste to people, but I'm like, every game is gonna have bad taste in someone's mouth. Like even Guild Wars 2 is brings bad taste in the mouth, but they're bringing it out of a fucking expansion this year. So I've been looking at it. I'm just seeing what's gonna happen with it. Um, I did something. I tweeted something that they're they're coming back to Kanto Reason. So we'll see what happens with it.
We'll see if that saves their franchise.
Yeah.
Um,
But other than that,
I-
game wise, I have nothing. I've been playing Raid Shadow Legend on my phone. That's as much as I've been doing.
Rage.
Raid Shadow
Never
Legend
heard of that.
or Raid Shadow. Yeah, yeah. It's they just finished going PC not too long ago. But I play it on my phone. I've been playing on my phone for years, or for a year or so now. It's a good game to just kill time and
Oh, Raid.
raid.
Uh, I think I played this.
Yeah, I've been playing that, and then also been playing AFK Arena.
I think a lot of people's got that on that. Playing that. I think some streamers have been playing that too.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. Yep. Yep. That I have nothing. That's what I've been doing. It's been doing some old stuff, old school stuff, and then just working and not being able to play stuff. So that's just me.
I feel you on that one, dude. I've been working a ton. Um, hopefully things quiet down for you.
Once stuff start quieting down, I could probably not be so tired to start streaming again. That'd be so much better. I'll be happy to do that. But it's just been putting out fires, saving other people's butt, other departments' butt, so they can function, and then coming home, winding down, take a shower, and then pass out, and then wake up the next day and do it all over again. So yeah, that's just been my few weeks. Oh, rest of this month. Then last week, no, last month going into this month. Yeah, it's been just straight doing that, and then on top of that, doing regular tickets. So yeah, yeah, it's been fun.
I don't know, man.
The benefits of being essential employee
I
staff
mean,
rather.
I keep saying this. I kept my group said the same thing in my team. They said, it could be worse. It could be one of the unfortunate 20 to maybe even possibly 40% of Americans who are going to be out of a job, and have to file for unemployment. Work for a healthcare company, we ain't going anywhere. In fact, we're going to be now critical now more than ever. So that's the way I see it is hell. It sucks now, but it could be worse. I could be at home and trying to figure out where I'm going to get my money and how I'm going to be able to pay my bills and stuff. So
That package, though. That stimulus package.
good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. Uh, so no, I got nothing else, man. We got. I'm glad we were able to do do our podcast today. I was skeptical about it, but see if we're gonna be able to do it or not. But we're sticking to it. I'm liking it. This is good. But if you got nothing else, we can close it out.
Yeah, that is all I have for the docket. Unless you have any, that's pretty much all I got.
I got nothing else. So with that said, thank you everyone who stopped by. This is T Love. This is our chapter 3 of Baka No Podcast. I want to give you a little closing words. Stay safe. Coronavirus is a real thing, but you don't have to go out and go crazy. Stay home as much as possible. Take care of your loved ones. Much love to you all. My name is T Love, and
my name is Rob, and I also everybody for stopping by. And
he gets a script, guys. We toss the ball to him, and he's like, I don't know what to do with the ball. Like, what am I supposed to say?
I'm done. Go ahead. All
right, guys. Much love to you all. Y'all take care.